Hello friends, welcome to the School of German Language. In this video, we'll discuss the interesting facts about German nouns and the definite articles. Nouns are always written as capital letter wherever these come in the sentence, whether at the beginning of the sentence, in the middle, or at the end of the sentence. Let's see some of the example where nouns are written in black and the word which has come before the nouns are definite articles. So let's talk about the first examples. Thus auto is road. The car is red. Here in this sentence, auto is noun and thus is definite article which is used for auto. In the second example, die Tante spricht Deutsch. The aunt speaks German. Here, Tante is noun and die is the definite article which is used for Tante. In the third example, woher kommt die Tante? Where is the aunt from? We can see the word Tante is used at the end of the sentence. And in the second sentence, the Tante has been used in the very beginning. However, these are written as capital letter. In the fourth example, wo ist der Vater? Where is the father? Der Vater ist zu Hause. The father is at home. Where father is noun and there is the definite article which is used for father. In German, definite articles are called bestimmte Artikel, where der denotes masculine gender, die denotes feminine gender, and thus denotes neuter gender. In other words, we can say that the gender of German nouns are identified with their articles, der, die, or thus. For all the three German definite articles, we have only one definite articles in English, and that is the. So if we talk about specific person or thing, we use the article the in English. For example, the car, the aunt, and the father. Generally, it is suggested to learn German nouns with their articles. The articles in these examples are used in nominative case, means subjective case. So basically, German nouns are characterized by three attributes. First is gender of nouns, identified by definite articles. These are der, die, or thus. Second is case, nominative case, accusative case, dative, and genitive case, where nominative is also called subjective. German has two objects, accusative and dative, where accusative is direct object and dative is indirect object. And the fourth case is genitive, is used for possession. In other case like accusative, dative, and genitive, forms of articles will be changed. Now let's talk about the third attribute of nouns, that is number, singular or plural. For example, father is singular and fetter is plural. We will discuss the cases and the other attributes of nouns in the later part of A1 level in detail. Gender is something that has been constructed socially. As per culture and tradition, gender of nouns gets changed. For example, in Indian culture, girl is feminine and the computer is neuter gender. And to describe these, whether these are neutral or feminine gender, we don't have such articles. Whereas in German language, girl is neutral gender and computer is masculine. So this will be written as das Mädchen, the girl, der Computer, the computer. So while learning German language, we should make it habit to remember German nouns with their articles. However, there are some tricks that can make things easy to identify and remember the genders of German nouns. Let's talk about masculine gender. If the words end with following suffix, this will be masculine gender. And for masculine gender, article is der. So the suffixes like ant, der Lieferant, ent, der Student, ich, der Teppich, ling, der Zwilling, Ismus, der Realismus, ist, der Journalist, or der Autor. Now let's talk about neuter gender. If the words ends with following suffix, this will be neutral gender, and the article for this will be das. Schen, Mädchen, Line, das Hauslein, Ment, das Dokument, das Datum. Now let's talk about the feminine gender. If the words end with following suffix, this will be feminine gender, and the article for this will be die. A, die Nase, Heit, die Freiheit, Kite, die Einsamkeit, Ung, die Bewegung, Schaft, die Freundschaft, I, die Demokratie, Ans, die Arroganz, Enz, die Konferenz, Ich, die Fabrik, Ion, die Aktion, Itate, die Universität, Uhr, die Agentur. Let's do some exercises. Before we start exercise, let's talk about the German verb sein, means to be. And the form of to be is, am, are. If we conjugate the verb sein with ish, it will be ich bin. With du will be bist. With er, sie, es or any name of third person, it will be ist. So it will be ich bin, I am, du bist, you are, er, sie, es or any third person name is. It means he, she, it or any name of third person or thing is. Now with the help of these nouns, der Apfel, das Handy, das Buch, der Vater, die Tante, die Blume, and the adjectives groß, rot, neu, schön, alt, lecker will make sentences. To make sentences, follow the structure like nominative or subject plus verb plus adjective. So we have learned the nominative case. So all the nouns with articles on previous pages are in nominative. So nouns der Apfel is in nominative. We can also call it subject, and sein is the form of verb, the infinitive form of verb basically, and the adjectives are gross, rot, neu, etc. So let's see how we can make the sentence. So let's take nouns first, nominative, der Apfel, and der Apfel is coming under ASGS category. So with der Apfel, the form of verb sein will be ist. So we'll use here der Apfel ist, and now at the end we'll use the adjective rot. So it will be der Apfel ist rot. The apple is red. For formal and informal greetings, conversation, and how to pronounce German letters, umlauts, and diphthongs, please watch the first video. Link is given in the description. Thank you.